Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome to Happy Place Crafting, crafting therapy for the soul. I hope you all are doing fabulous. Today is day 28 of Dear Prompt. Prompt cards plus art play equals a journal page, a card, whatever it is you want to make. All right, let's get started. Pick an element. Let's pick the ace. Make. Ooh, we only got 4 left. Should we take away one of the 9s? Let's take away the 9 of spades. Okay. And let's take that blue in there. All right. Let's zoom you in. Okie doke. Element, make, color, action. Okay. Ooh. Our element is a Rolodex card. That's going to be interesting. Our make is a secret compartment. Okay. Our color is bat's flight. Okay. And our action is to write. Oh, goodness. And what is our Inktober? Inktober is skeletal. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm glad this is almost over. I have to say, this has been a challenge for sure. Okay, skeletal. All right. Let's open up our book here. What do we got? We're going to definitely have to get creative today. Okay, right. That's not so bad. Rolodex card. This is my old-fashioned Rolodex. And you know what I do with it? I will just get a Rolodex card right here. I put down names and addresses, or like if somebody has a channel and their actual name. That's what I put on here so that I can just flip through and look it up, so in case I forget, I can remember. Okay. All right, so that's Rolodex card. That's not that difficult. That's flight. So night, right? Black and blue. Not in mind for today, but see, our papers are a mess. I think we have a piece of like navy blue. Oh, where is it? Did we use it? We might have used it. Ooh, that might, one of those might work. I can't find the navy blue that I'm thinking of. Oh, it's this, I think. I think we used the navy blue, didn't we? I'm just remembering that I had a dream that there was a Joann's store that was still open. Isn't that weird? Sometimes my dreams are so weird. Wait. That might be interesting. Did we already do a page like that? I kind of feel like we might have now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, we used some navy blue there. We did navy blue? Oh, we did there. We did use the purple there. See, we already did that for spider, so I don't want to do that again. We used it there. Yeah, I don't really want to do that again. We've already done that. Been there, done that. Maybe we do nudge pouch. Here's navy blue. Here's some. What else do we have in here? Not really interesting. Well, let's see if we can get this up. And okay, so we've got that. Got that. We probably can get this to cover that. The most part. All right, how are we going to deal with secret compartment? We need a secret compartment. Trying to think. Use our friend Google. I'm looking. I guess it's whatever you consider being secret, right? Create a journal page. No. I have a thought. I have a thought. Okay. Let's glue these down. Okay. I still don't know how we're going to incorporate the Rolodex card, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We always do. What did I do with the lid? Okay. Definitely want. Actually, I think I might want this to go this way. Instead of the other one. And then we're going to turn this. I'm going to need to patch something down there. We'll figure that. Okay. Couple thoughts. Okay. I'm going to glue this down here for the pocket. Oak. I'm going to strip it. Another strip. Maybe just choose. Hold on. Let me see what we can do here. We'll see what we can do. A little hodgepodge of a mess here. Need to start coming in here and turning the heater off. Oh my God. My God, it's hot in here. Still, when I turn the heater off. There we go. Okay, let's. All right, let's here. That on. And then we only need it to be all right. Oh, that feels so much better. Okay. Now I know you're like, why are you covering this up? Because you're gonna cover it up with that. But here's our little thing. Yes, we're gonna cover it up with that, but we're gonna make that a secret too. We're gonna think it's just decoration, but it's not. What? Flip it out. It's actually a hidden journaling spot. And that means we have to have paper underneath of it covered up. Just like that. Okay. Now we're gonna cover this with this. Wait until I have the fan on because it's blowing my paper away. What? You had plans? Blew that down? I'm gonna blow it across town. I am on the struggle bus this week. 4 wheels. I don't know how anybody in America could not be on the struggle bus right now, to be quite honest. Even if it doesn't affect what's going on, doesn't affect them personally, it's got to affect somebody they know. So when you're being essentially held hostage, I just don't even understand it. I don't understand how this is still the United States and that we're dealing with this, to be honest. I never thought. And you know, I never thought about ever leaving, but I have lately. I have for sure lately. I just feel like I'm not sure this is really a place I'm proud of being from anymore. You know, it used to be the 4th of July, you celebrated because you were proud to be an American. And I don't know that I am anymore. And I don't know why people would even want to try to come here at this point. Like, I think it's going to eventually be a mass exodus of people trying to get out of the United States. All the people that came in, they're going to want to leave. Okay, I'm going to glue this. And I know, I'm sure it's still, no matter how bad it is, it's still better than other places. It certainly isn't the America I remember. And that might be not a popular thing to say, but I don't really care. That's pretty much how I feel about it at this point. Okay, now using him, but maybe yesterday I colored in. I don't know if he's going to be too big. He may be too big. Yeah, we're probably going to have to use the. I used watercolors and colored in the characters, some characters from a coloring book that I cut out because the other side of them, it was, and like even this one has pen right there that was colored on. But I used watercolors and colored them in. I wanted to see, first of all, if it would work. It did work. This isn't going to work out as well as I was hoping it would, but okay. It's going to be too big. Should have scored this. I know better. I don't know why I didn't score it, but that's okay. All right. We're going to put him. What if we glued him to here? Then put a piece of something there to attach it. Do I have any here? I do. Velcro. Little bitty Velcros. I had bigger Velcros, but I was afraid they were. They're in the other room, and it would have taken too long to get them. Okay. So I'm gonna put glue here, here, here. Right. Just put glue on his ear. Right, we're going to cover up this pocket and we're going to cover up. Oh, oh. I want it to be right there. Okay. And then right there. Okie doke. Let that sit for a minute. Okay. All right, what are we doing here? Okay, right. We're going to write, it's crazy, but we're going to write the prompts so we can get away with that. Bat flight we did. Secret compartment I think we've got. And so we need to worry about skeletal. Little. We're all gonna look like skeletons by the time the government's done with us. Okay. And I know, we're not supposed to talk, but, you know, it is what it is. We drew a skeleton the other day, so we've kind of had a little bit of practice with it. So let's see. This is a different one. Let's see if we can do it. Okay. All right. I don't know about this. All right. We've got. Well, that needs to be a little closer. There. There. Pocket. There. Elbow. There. Here. Chest. I don't know about this. We've got that. 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 This. This. He's got kind of a twist going on here. There we go. All right. Continue his rib cage here. Good. And just swoops down like that. And then we've got a vertebrae. Pelvis. Okay. Pocket. Leg bone. This guy couldn't be any more complicated, could he? Doing like acrobatics here. Foot. Okay. I don't think he's terribly bad. He could be worse. Probably not terrific, but yeah, he definitely could be worse. Kind of looks like a robot. A little bit, but oh well, what the heck. Okay, let's get our pens. Let's see. I don't know, maybe we should use two. I think I might have messed three up the other day. Oops. All right. Let's trace this up. All I'm thinking. Okay. I don't know what we're doing with this baton here. Good enough. Vertebrae. The hip. I feel like he should be making some kind of statement. Like, all right. What do we think? I feel like I might lose some viewers after this, but I don't really care. I need my little. we're not allowed to use art to express how we really feel, then what's the point, right? Even if it might not be a popular opinion with some. Okay. For element, we used Rolodex card. For action, right, which we did. We're doing right now. Make the secret compartment. And our color was Bat's Flight. And Inktober was skeletal. Skeletal. My spelling is like the worst in the whole world, so. All right, and then we're gonna hide this in our secret compartment, which is here. And we've got a secret writing place here. And you wouldn't even know it unless I just told you. What do we think? Do we think it works? All right, let's go through it. Are you ready? Okay. Bat's Flight was the color. We used the navy blue for the dark night sky. And there's black. The secret compartment. It's in here. There's a secret writing space here. There's a secret pocket here. Right, we wrote on the back of the Rolodex card, writing Rolodex card. And then Inktober was, we should do something with this. This is kind of boring a little bit. And we need to ground him. Inktober was skeletal. And we made our little protesting skeleton. Because we're all going to be skin and bones. The government keeps taking everything away. All right. What do I do with the pencil? I just want to ground him a little bit. Give him something to stand on so he's not floating in the air. Okay. There we go. That's it. Fort Pitt. We are donezo. That was an easy one, actually. It ended up pretty, once I figured it out, right? We got it done pretty quickly. Not too hard. Maybe not the most interesting one we've done so far, but it checks all the boxes. I'm going to watercolor some more of these today. I started doing some Christmas ones. I did all the Halloween ones. I did them all last night while I was watching TV. There weren't that many of them. But I do have a lot of Christmas ones. And because I had like 4 Christmas coloring books. So I went through and took out all the images that had coloring on one side and then cut those out. And I was just going to color them in with crayons. And then I thought, how would they look if I did them with watercolor? And would that look a little bit more artistic? And it does, actually. So, and I like the shading and stuff in them. I did, I'll just show you real quick. Last night I did these. Because I only had 2 coloring books that were Halloween. One was Sesame Street, and the other one was um, Mickey Mouse. But I had cut those out. Got Pluto, Oscar the Grouch, and Big Bird, Elmo, Grover, and a big pumpkin. So I thought those were kind of cute. And I know they're big, but it could be used. They would fit into a journal like this, actually. They would just take up the whole page. But some of them are smaller, like this for the Christmas ones. And I figured you can use them to tuck into pockets and things. And I got that idea from Diane from Pretty Pink Cottage. I saw her, but she'd cut some images out and was using them. So, and some of them are like, I've got some that are really little, but I think these little ones would be better off to, this is like what's on one of those pages that has, several items and you have to decide which one's different than the others. And then these little Santa Clauses. And then there were some little, and I did there were holly and some candy canes and stuff. So these are all smaller. So you could even use these as embellishments. And I backed them all. So they're all backed. So yeah, I've been doing that as in for preparation for December. So, okay. I think that's all I did yesterday too. I didn't do anything else. Nothing else fancy yesterday. But I'll probably work on that. Oh, I'm tired. I haven't been sleeping well. I work on that this afternoon, coloring those in. It's something simple, mindless, right? Mindless thinking that we just keep moving forward. Okay, I'm going to go because I'm just rambling now. Until next time, I hope you find peace in your happy place. Ta ta!